The PCP probably came in about 94, 95. He had gallons of it. Within a couple of days, I had sold all these vanilla flavor bottles. I probably seen more money than with that because I didn't smoke it. One of my homeboys, he was a baller. He was like, I'm calling the police on you. He was like, it's Charlesette, MiMi, they got gallons of Sherm up in there. Someone I know, they killed themselves. Got another homeboy, he killed his homeboy. It's so fire, he decided to rob us. Probably 2 hours later, they kicked in the house and they shot him in his head. Yeah, I'm scared of it. I smell it, I'm running.
Was you already messing around with the wet back then, or when did you tap into that scene?
Um, the PCP probably came in probably about 94, 95.
So after you got the
After
crack.
the weed, the weed just was always there. Then somebody come, with LA, they come in with everything. So it might be dudes pop up like, yeah, where MiMi at? Where this and that? And people be like, oh, she this, and they like, we got this and that in me, not knowing the damage that PCP was gonna do to people. I just wanted some money, so I didn't think that shit was that bad, but it was.
How'd you first hook up with that?
I knew people smoked it a little bit, but this guy, he came to me and he was like, he had gallons of it. So I was like, I'll try it. And he gave me probably like a half a gallon. And probably within a couple of days, I had sold all these vanilla flavor bottles. You know how that go. These $350 vanilla flavor bottles. So now I'm selling sticks. I'm selling weed. The crack was gone, but I'm selling all these different drugs. But the Sherm, right at that, within a couple of years, that was my
So
go-to.
was you seeing more money with that than messing with the weed?
Um, I probably seen more money than with that because I didn't smoke it. With my weed, I'm gonna smoke like hell, and I'm a smoke. So I seen a lot of money with it, but I just seen way more pain with it as well.
What's a couple of the situations you kind of seen, like some that kind of stand out?
Um, I would watch like, my homegirls just do little stupid stuff like I come home and ask my daughter where they at. They be in the house holding up walls. I see my homeboys. Just for instance, one of my homeboys, he was a baller. I'm talking about a boss. And one day, a lot of ballers at that time. That's the same with the era with the primos. People was smoking and thinking, "Oh, we ballers, we can do that."
Yeah,
When
love
it
this.
wasn't cool, right? So a lot of the ballers start smoking Sherm, and one of them had asked me for a stick, and I'm like, no, I'm not giving it to you. And he was like, I'm calling the police on you. And I was like, boy, bye, get away. I pulled back up at the house, and he had all kind of police at the house. He was like, it's Charlesette, MiMi, they got gallons of Sherm up in there. And, he had our house like a standoff. And we like, his girl is in the house and he's tripping. 2 days later, they kick in the house, which nothing was in there at that time because we already know. But I watched, I had someone I know, they killed themselves. I got another homeboy, he killed his homeboy and shot another one of his homeboys. So it's just so many incidents. It's the worst shit in the world to me.
So did you get out of that game?
Man, quick.
About what year was that?
Probably 95, 90.
So just
It
passing
yeah,
out a couple
yeah, it
years
was a
and you
pass through. It was
in and
it
out.
was causing too much problems. I'm doing with the Sherm, you dip the sticks, just say, and you let them leave, and you look outside, and It's people everywhere. Even like one night I had a spot and
This episode of Scheme Heme TV sponsored by Boulevard 816, 1121 Amelia Cleaver Boulevard. Whenever you're in the Kansas City area, slide up.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy, Cody Marco. We up here at Boulevard 816. Make sure y'all tap in. Clothes is crazy. You feel me? Feel we rocking that too? Feel we rocking that too? Come here, get some cookies, your real cookies. Fuck with it. Let's get it. Hey.
it was Friday the 13th. I'll never forget because we was just talking and Jack Daniel Coolers, it was the first night they came out. And earlier that day, we dipped the stick, but the person couldn't get the stick. So we just put it to the side. Later on, somebody come get the stick. We dip it. He get it. I guess he's high and feel that it's so fire. He decided to rob us. So probably that evening we leave. I'm like, we don't have no more dope. The person that I had working for me, he had some dope. He ain't have too much of nothing. He was a worker. We had a little vial of Sherm. I'm like, go home. We going home. We don't need to be here. He said, I want to stay. Probably 2 hours later, they kicked in the house and they shot him in his head and killed him. And the next day, I'm getting picked up because he had drove my van home probably 2 hours, earlier that day. And his mom like, well, he was with her, so I don't know anything. But it's like, damn. So that Sherm, I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Ain't nobody ever talking into smoking it.
Oh, I probably smoked it twice. Before I ever started selling it, I smoked a lovely. So I was probably 18. And all I remember is Seneca, my nephew. He was a kid, and Charles had him feeding drink. I was drinking milk. I tried to smoke it with somebody. Then one day I had some, and I had a bunch of Shermie homegirls anyway. We out of weed. We go to Swope Park, and my dumb ass like, let me dip the joint, and hit it with them, and was somewhere I never want to be in my life. So that was my last time smoking it. Never, no. That it's a feeling I don't even understand how anyone wants to feel that way. I know people kicked out windows and windshields, and yeah, I'm scared of it. I smell it, I'm running.